So it turns out that one of the men that attacked Urfan Sharif in prison is in fact a double killer. Let me read for you what this man did. So he's the convicted killer of Sarah Mayhew, whose body was cut up with power tools and dumped in a park and a river 9 miles apart. So she was dismembered, believed to have been dismembered with power tools. And the perpetrator who pled guilty was this man, Stephen Sampson, who was 45 when he was convicted. And he admitted murdering her. He knew her and perverting the course of justice by dismembering her body, disposing of it in various locations, and then cleaning up the crime scene. He had also previously been convicted in 1999 for the murder of a cab driver. Urfan, of course, has been sentenced for 44 years for the abuse and eventual murder of his own daughter, Sara Sharif, in a very harrowing court case where it was heard that Sarah had suffered terrible abuse for years from her father. So no one's really got any sympathy for him. And he was sliced open with a tuna tin lid. And he suffered severe injuries on New Year's Day this year. But anyway, he's okay. But how long is he going to last? Now that it's leaked out that one of the people that did this to him was Stephen. Stephen is not a man to be reckoned with. You know, his own crimes are terrible because not only the two murders and the dismemberment of the poor woman's body, he also, he hasn't been charged, but there are charges on file for him of child P as well. So he's not a very nice man, but for some reason, he and another man who the name has not been leaked yet of the other man took it upon themselves to give Urfan some rough justice, let's say. So it just makes you wonder, how is Urfan possibly going to survive 44 years in prison when there's people like that who've committed some pretty terrible crimes themselves out to get him? Of course, nobody's really bothered about him. This is who everybody's bothered about. Sara Sharif, 10 years old, when her body just succumbed to the horrible abuse she'd suffered for years. This is my favourite picture of her when she was a baby. I hope she had some happy times. Feels like this little girl just never stood a chance. But anyway, as I say, nobody really cares about Irfan, but it's nice to look at some pictures of Sarah again. A beautiful child. Too good for this world, it feels like. Certainly too good for the family that she was born into, and the father who ended up killing her along with her stepmother and her uncle, who just stood by and watched it all happen. Beautiful Sarah. No more pain, no more suffering, safe in the arms of angels, and singing and dancing, hopefully, like she loved to do. Without, now she can do it, and she doesn't have to worry about, she doesn't have to live in fear anymore, at least. So it's quite ironic that both their victims were called Sarah. Fly free, both of you. And Irfan. Oh my God. He will be absolutely bricking it, won't he? He won't have any peace. He certainly won't have any peace. He won't be able to sleep without one eye open for not only Stephen, because Stephen probably won't be the only person who's gunning for Urfan, but there'll be probably be lots of them. So there's no peace for Urfan, and good, you know, he deserves to be uncomfortable, doesn't he? Of course he does, because that's what he put Sarah through. Now, of course, Stephen's not a very nice man himself after what he did to the other Sarah. So I'm not wishing peace on him either. But yeah, funny how karma works, isn't it? Karma's a bitch. That's what they say. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about these two Sarahs. And I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Bye.